Hey everyone, it's Noreen Farrell from Equal Rights Advocates, and I was preparing a monthly newsletter video about Pride Month, all the great important work we're doing for LGBT communities, families, students, as we do every month and as we have done across 5 decades as an organization. But as I was recording this, I received a really devastating pronouncement from the Trump administration that it intends to put another nail in the coffin of the Department of Education Office for Civil Rights, as it promised to do in Project 2025, and as it has been doing since January 2025 by slashing its budget, terminating its employees, closing its offices, refusing to process any complaints of sexual violence from students. Well, today it's going very much further in that promise by effectively saying that it will farm out major responsibilities of the department to other federal agencies. And I'll get to why that is so problematic in a moment. But let me just say that the Department of Education was funded by a law in 1979 during the Jimmy Carter administration that funded this federal agency for the purpose of taking a holistic approach to making sure that all students had the right to learn. And this dismantling essentially leaves the country without that agency. That means an agency that would inform students of their rights, would make sure that kids are not expelled because they're gay or not taught because they're disabled, that they're not subject to sexual violence, that they're not subjected to gender stereotypes, dress codes, all of those things that create the environment that is toxic to learning, not healthy to learning. That agency is effectively being gutted. And the proposal of the Trump administration is that the entire enforcement mechanism of the Office for Civil Rights now goes to the Justice Department, which, of course, has also been gutted and is being weaponized against civil rights organizations like Equal Rights Advocates that actually defend students and kids and others. And the other proposal is that the education of disabled students now get referred to Health and Human Services as though they were patients and not students. And of course, this agency is led by RFK Jr. and other science deniers, ironically, in a move that's supposed to defend education. And, this is really against the mandate of this agency. We believe it violates the law. We are organizing and thinking through what our next steps are. But I want to make sure that you understand this is happening in real time. We want you to be lockstep with us. We want you to tell the students in your life what's happening and that there are organizations like ours that are not just defending against these attacks against democratic institutions critical to their future, but we're also creating rights sanctuaries in states against these moves by Trump. So please join our action team. We will keep you posted as we can on the next steps on this and everything else that is creating fear in our communities. And we can't do it without you. So thank you for joining us, and we will keep you posted. Take care.